Hi BookTube, it's Stephanie. Let's record a haul for January that I thought I had filmed last weekend. So the fun thing about January is that I technically didn't get any of these books in January. The first three were in a bag, and it did explain why I was certain that I had a book in my collection, so I'm not sure exactly when I got them. And then the Illumicrate for January, I picked it up from the post office or the postal, well, where I could get my packages, and I usually get them from there in February, but the last day was the last day of January, and I am so happy that he knows who I am. So he did not send it back, because for some reason I didn't get any message that it had come in. So it was more when I looked up and were like, oh, where is it? And I saw that, oh, it's waiting for me. 10 days after they were supposed to have sent it back. I was slightly stressed. But let's talk about these 4 books. 2 of them are middle grades, and then we have 2 cozy ones. So let's start with the middle grades. So the first book that I have here is Spellbinders, the Not So Chosen One. This is the first book in the Spellbinders series, and well, we are following, it's D&D inspired, which you can see on the dice. Can I say that I love when they have what part of a series it is right there on the spine? Thank you. But this follows, what was his name, Ben Whitlocks, who ends up in this fantasy world, and he mistakenly gets taken for this prophesized hero by an assassin, teenage girl, mysterious assassin, and he then tries to fake being said chosen one. This just sounded so much fun, so that was why I got it. No other reason. I haven't heard anyone talking about it either. I said that was why I got it, but then I didn't technically remember that I got when I got it. Okay. So this might not actually be a middle grade. I just said that because the cover looks middle grade-y. But what this is a cozy fantasy. But this is Dreadful by Caitlin Rusakis, and we are following a person, Gav, who ends up trapped in this Dark Lord, who has a princess locked in a cell and rules a bunch of goblins. And what is he supposed to do? This sounds fun. As I said, I don't really remember, but I definitely can understand why I picked it up based on that premise. So I am actually looking forward to this one. And then we have one who has a sequel. Either it has just come out or it will come out soon. And it's a pretty popular book, and that is Can't Spell Treason Without T by Rebecca Torn. This is very popular. I have seen it in a lot of places. People have read it a lot. I do kind of prefer the other cover, but this was the one that I had access to, that I could get. And we are following 2 persons, a royal bodyguard and an elemental mage, who basically runs away to open a tea shop or bookshop where they serve tea and cakes. Sounds delightful, and I've heard great things about this one. So yeah, a romance, cozy fantasy. Why do I keep on picking romances? I don't really know, but yeah, I've heard so many good things about this one, so yes. And I am happy that I did not buy it again. Then we have the January Illumicrate, so if you haven't gotten yours, or you haven't picked it up like I did, don't get to this part, but it's pretty late in the month, so I think you should be good. And that is Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao. This is a cozy fantasy in which we're following a person who, on the day that she inherits her grandfather's mysterious shop, where people who needs to will be able to find it, and they will be able to trade in their regrets and change things. But this morning on her first day, she comes down, her grandpa is missing, one of these regret things are missing, and a person who doesn't need the shop manages to go inside it, and then they go on this journey to find her grandfather and this regret thing, and then other things probably. Can I just say that I love what Illumicrate did with this? I did not really care for the other cover, just saying, and just like, it's so beautiful. I love what they did, and I can't wait to find out what all the symbols means. But yeah, the tagline is, would you rewrite your destiny if it meant losing a part of yourself? Yeah, it looks beautiful, and I am definitely looking forward to this one. This was one of the books. I haven't decided what I will do with it, but I have done a list, an Excel sheet of all the books that I'm looking forward for this year, and I have prepared so that if I find books for next year, I have a spot to immediately put them in, so I'm not like, oh wait, I remember something about that book. So yeah, I am looking forward to this one. However, we all know how good I am with reading Illumicrate books. Yeah, but so these are the 4 books that I say I got in January. And did you get anything in January? Please tell me down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So this feels short, but don't worry, February and the Swedish National Book Sale is happening next week, so yeah.